What's good guys, this is Azim Wali and I'm back with another video. I hope you're all having a great day, and in today's video, as I promised in my previous video, I'm going to take you through a 8-week home workout series. So let's get on! So with that being said, let's get on to the first exercise of this video. But before getting to the exercise, what I would like to tell you guys is, this is for all you beginners out there and for all you intermediates out there. If you follow this plan to the teeth of it, you will get the most bang for your buck. Now with that being said, let's move on to the first exercise, that will be your push-ups. So one of the things with push-ups that you need to keep in mind is, you don't have to flare your elbows out very much, and you don't have to tuck your elbows in very much as well. All you have to do with your basic push-ups is, you need to keep your elbows in a normal neutral position. You don't have to flare them out, you don't have to tuck them in it. It's that simple. But once again, if you are in the very beginning stages of your exercises where you haven't learned how to perform push-ups really well, what I would recommend, as you can see in this video, that you perform knee push-ups, or otherwise you can also perform wall push-ups as well, like I have shown right here. With that being said, let's move on to the next exercise. So moving on to the next exercise, that will be your close grip push-ups or your diamond push-ups. Now guys, diamond push-ups and close grip push-ups are specifically for your shoulders and your triceps. But if you actually do perform diamond push-ups, they are actually very tricep dominant. Now one thing that you guys need to keep in mind, as you can see in this video, in both of these exercises, one thing that you have to do is you have to keep your elbows tucked in. Now you don't have to force your elbow in, but as tucked in as you can keep it, you have to keep your elbows tucked in as much as you can in this exercise to get the most bang for your buck. With that being said, let's get on to the next exercise. So moving on to the next exercise, one of the most basic exercises and one of the most greatest exercises for your legs and for your quads, your glutes, your hamstrings will be the basic squats. Now what you are going to do with squats is, you are not going to perform a normal squat. So what you have to do while performing squat is, while you are going down, that means while you are on the eccentric part of the motion, that is when you are coming down, you have to actually come down with an intensity of 4 seconds on the negative. And what I mean by that is, you have to count till 4 to get down, and then you actually have to hold down for 2 seconds. And once you hold yourself down for 2 seconds, then you have to come back up in the next 3 seconds. So total, it will be like 4 seconds, then 2 seconds, and then 3 seconds. So you have to perform this exercise in this motion. And what that is going to help you do is, it's going to help you contract your muscle better. Because when you actually slow down the movement and when you don't rush through the movement, your movement actually gets much better. So what I would recommend is, as you can see in this exercise, and the other thing that you need to keep in mind is, as you can see in this video, you don't have to push your knees above your toes, especially while you are doing your free squat. You don't have to put, and if you feel like you're pushing your knees above your toes, then what I would highly recommend is, first perform your squats correctly. Take time and build up your squats. So maybe go halfway, then go a bit down, and then go ass to grass, as opposed to going ass to grass in the beginning. So that would be my third exercise for you guys, that will be squats. So the next exercise guys, as you can see in this video right here, would be your reverse lunges. So how do you perform your reverse lunges? All you have to do is push your legs backwards as opposed to forwards, and you have to do it in a stationary position. You are not going to walk, you are not performing walking lunges. So one of the things why I'm giving you reverse lunges in this video is because reverse lunges aren't much harmful to your knees as opposed to other lunges, because people don't know how to perform them correctly and they end up hurting their knee. So for this video and for this week 1, I'm going to be giving you reverse lunges. With that being said, let's move on to the next exercise. Now with that being said, moving on to the next exercise, that will be your wide pull-ups or dead hangs. It depends on what your intensity is, what level you are at. So if you are on a very basics of a beginner stage, then you might not be able to perform wide pull-ups. So what I would recommend to you guys is to perform dead hangs. So as you can see in this video, if you are a very much of a basic beginner, then I would highly recommend that you perform dead hangs for at least 25 seconds. But if you are someone who can perform wide pull-ups, then you have to perform the wide pull-ups. Now, one of the things that you need to keep in mind with wide pull-ups is, as you can see in this video, you have to pull through your elbow. You have to use your elbow as a hook, as a lever, and you have to contract your lats through that. Because the better you get at contracting your lats, the better you will get at contracting your back. And this is one of the most and the best exercises for back out there. So I would highly recommend that you perform this exercise. So as you guys can see here, the next 3 exercises will be your floor crunches, hanging knee raises, and lying leg raises. So one of the things that you need to keep in mind with all of these 3 exercises, as I'll put up all of those videos right here, one thing that you need to keep in mind is you don't have to use your hip in any of these exercises. When you are trying to contract your abs, actually try to contract your abs by pulling your knees forward. Or even while you are performing the floor crunches, you actually have to focus on contracting your upper abs and try to deactivate your hips while you are performing this movement. Because the second your hips come into play and your glutes come into play, all the tension from your abs will be gone away, which is something that you don't want while you are trying to contract your abs. So one of the things that you need to keep in mind now is, while you are performing floor crunches, that will be for your upper abs. While you are performing your lying leg raises, that will be for your lower abs, and the hanging knee raises that you guys will be performing will be for your whole midsection. So one of the things that these exercises is going to do is, it's going to build the athletic ability that you need, and at the same time it's going to help you build those abs. But before getting to that, one thing that you guys need to keep in mind is, at the end of the day, it's all about nutrition and body fat. The lower body fat percentage you guys will be at, the better your abs will be visible. So if you are getting it misconstrued with the fact that you will see your abs just by training your abs, that's not possible. You actually have to have a low body fat percentage to actually make your abs visible, to see your abs. So with that being said, let's move on to the next exercise. So with that being said, moving on to the last exercise of this video, that will be your supinated pull-ups. So as you guys can see here, it is a great exercise for your biceps and for your back as well. So if you are having a hard time contracting your biceps in your bodyweight movements, then one of the exercises that I would highly recommend is supinated pull-ups. Because once again, the more you pull up through your elbow and the more you pull yourself up, pull your chin up towards the bar, the better you will be able to contract your biceps. Now one thing, like I said in the wide pull-ups, is you need to use your elbow as a hook. You need to use your elbow as a lever. That is something that you guys have to keep in mind in actually being able to contract your biceps and actually being able to contract your back. With that being said, guys, I'm going to end the exercise portion right here. But wait a second, I've got more information for you. So just wait for a few minutes and I'll end this video. Now, moving on to the last point of this video, guys, that will be how to regiment your exercises and the sets and reps. One of the things that you need to keep in mind is, you are going to perform all of the exercises that I have given you right here in a 6-day period. What I mean by performing them in a 6-day period is, actually you are going to use all of the 6 days. How you are actually going to use them is, you are going to split your exercise into an upper-lower split. And what I mean by that is, all of your upper body movements you will be doing in one day. That will be your chest, your back, your biceps, your shoulder, and everything like that you will be doing in one day. That will be your upper portion of the movement, and the lower portion of the movement, that is going to be your legs and abs. That is going to be something you are going to be doing in one day. So all of the exercises that I have given you, you have to perform it for the 6 days of the week. And if you are actually more of a beginner advanced kind, then you can actually perform these exercises in a 3-day split as well. It's totally up to you guys. Now, as for the sets and reps, I'm going to wait here for a second while you actually screenshot all of the exercises that I'm going to be giving you and the sets and reps. So don't forget to screenshot this, what I've given right here on the screen. I'll wait a second. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to end today's video right here. If you actually enjoyed this video, show some love by liking this video. Comment down in the comment section below if you have any further queries or if you have any further suggestions. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel and also press on the notification bell. Until next time, have a nice day, guys. See you.